In CDH, Ragavan is often considered to be a red birds of paradise, which is basically true, but in Rogsi, it actually does so much more than that. This is the first video in a potential series we're doing called How Good Is That Card? Pretty good. Ragavan Nimble Pilferer is a red legendary creature monkey pirate that says whenever Ragavan deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token and exile the top card of that player's library. Until end of turn, you may cast that card, and it has dash for 1 and a red. Dash says you can cast this spell for its dash cost, and if you do, it gains haste and it's returned from the battlefield to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. That treasure you get once per turn is the main thing that we're after with this card, but every once in a while, it'll actually find a relevant spell from an opponent's library, and when it does, it can change the game on the spot. Not to mention the treasure can help you turn on Mox Opal or give you a grinding station trigger. It also happens to be another red creature that can be sacrificed to Flare of Duplication. That is Rograk's job, but sometimes Rog has to die for another reason. It being a legend can also be relevant for Mox Amber, allowing for the member to tap for a mana. Not to mention that the treasure can be stored for later. We don't have to use it right away. You also can't forget about Infernal Plunge, Diabolic Intent, Calling the Weak, Springleaf Drum, Paradise Mantle, and Phyrexian Tower. That's 7 cards that love having a little body in play, and only 1 Rograk. And using a spell to sacrifice a creature means 1 more card type in the graveyard for Demonic Council. Not to mention, Ragavan can also make opponents' top deck tutors very awkward, specifically sorcery speed ones like Imperial Seal. It can end up being pretty risky for your opponent since Ragavan has dash, so they might not even know that the Ragavan is coming and you can take the top card. Or if the Ragavan is already out, they may not be able to cast the Imperial Seal because you'll just get to cast the card that they tutor for. So is it a red birds of paradise? Yeah, kind of, but it also does a lot of other stuff. Ragavan's so good.